Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Hawaii head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Rainbow Warriors ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Going to the ground. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something. Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Martin back to pass. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gonna run it. It's Barfield. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And, guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Tackle is made at the 39. Good enough for a 1st down.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Barfield. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. Across the 25, he's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Martin will throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. He'll set up to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket. So far, he really looks like he might be the real deal.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Quarterback keeps it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he's in! Touchdown, Hawaii! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
14, Fresno State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Martin back to pass. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Punts it out of the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Reads it, fires complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Gain of 20.
And what a great job by the QB, mate. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Barfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Barfield. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it for a big play. Hawaii calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's got it. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to go right back downfield. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside the 10. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UMass, taking on the number 11 team, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Minutemen, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
Creates a little space. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Brought down at the 1 yard line. First and goal, Hawaii.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Makes a catch. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Hawaii! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. That's caught. It's McClain. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Martin will throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this 2nd half.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Finds his man. Inside the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
To the air on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Martin back to pass. They're working that left side. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Martin will throw it. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So
throws toward the end zone. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On target over the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Martin back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown Bulldogs. And here they come almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Oh, he wants it all. And he lays out, and he's got it down the left side. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Might have a chance. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Martin will throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Davis.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the road.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And it's all about coachable.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on them.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time it's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he makes the extra point.
Hawaii, 59. Fresno State, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Hawaii, 66. Fresno State, 31.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. Tackled there by the defense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
at this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
He's loose into enemy territory and out of bounds. That's a 48. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.